The last of the head coaching vacancies have been filled. Somehow, none of them by Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Some in the media say Eric Bieniemy was not responsible for the Chiefs' success. What do you think about that? By the way, you think that's an accurate?
Listen, I think that
Is there something about him like not calling plays?
yeah, because Andy Reid's there. But the problem with that is Matt Nagy was the offensive coordinator before Eric Bieniemy, and he got hired to be the head coach of the Bears. And Doug Peterson was the offensive coordinator for Andy before Matt Nagy, and he got hired to be the head coach of the Eagles and now the Jags. So it hasn't been used against the previous OCs. Go ahead, though.
I see. All right, but Panthers offensive coordinator Jim Caldwell said Tuesday he's given up on head coaching jobs. Yeah. He's 62-50 as a head coach, but hasn't gotten a job since 2018.
Yeah, and listen, for the record, Caldwell he made a Super Bowl, went 14-2 one year with the Colts, including starting off 14-0 before they rested guys, and had the Lions as a 9-win team repeatedly, and then they fired him for Patricia, and Patricia, they won 4 games like every year. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, now Bieniemy and Caldwell are stuck with their low-tier offensive coaching jobs.
Offensive coordinator jobs.
Offensive coordinator, sorry.
Yeah.
Will this offseason prove to be the tipping point, or will we see more of the same thing going forward?
We're going to see more of the same thing. Listen, I talked about this at length on television. I don't want to spend a ton of time on it here. I am not sitting here saying I'm certain Eric Bieniemy will be a great head coach. I am certain that if Eric Bieniemy were white with this exact resume, exact everything, he would have gotten an opportunity. That and go ahead.
Why would you leave a team after winning the Super Bowl?
Why would he go from offensive coordinator with the Chiefs to Washington? Because his belief is, and I think Andy's belief is, no one's going to give him a job. They're going to give Andy and Patrick all the credit. So instead, he has to go somewhere else
and prove
himself. But nobody else has had to do this. So I laid this out on TV, but I'll do it again quickly. In the 2018 Super Bowl, it's Rams-Patriots. Zach Taylor's the lead guy on the Rams staff. On the offensive side, he becomes head coach of the Bengals. Josh McDaniels, lead guy on the Patriots side. He shortly thereafter becomes lead guy for the Raiders. 2019 Super Bowl, Chiefs and Niners. Eric Bieniemy, put him to the side. Mike McDaniel for the Niners. Now, Mike McDaniel is biracial, the Dolphins coach. But I don't even know if you knew that.
I mean, he doesn't look like he's just white.
But sure. And but I do not think he walks into interviews and deals with the same.
Oh, you're saying he's mixed with black?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he necessarily deals with the same instant prejudice or assumptions of others. But he did eventually get a job. 2020 Super Bowl, Chiefs Bucks, 2 black offensive coordinators who have Leftwich and Bieniemy. Neither got head coaching jobs. Leftwich eventually got fired. Bieniemy had to leave. 2021 Super Bowl, we have Rams and Bengals. Bengals guy got interviews and was a candidate this year, didn't get the job. The Rams guy went to go coach Kevin O'Connell, coach the Vikings. This year's Super Bowl, Eagles, Chiefs, Bieniemy, Steichen. Steichen got a head coaching job. The Colts, Bieniemy still waiting. There is an obvious, and by the way, you know who from these Chiefs Super Bowl runs did get a promotion? A guy who reports to Eric Bieniemy, Mike Kafka, went from quarterbacks coach to offensive coordinator with the Giants. The numbers are undeniable. And in a league that is this disproportionately black, to have the head coaching ranks be this disproportionately white and the offensive coordinators be this disproportionately white, it cannot be coincidental. And Levitard used to use this example. It's the right example. If you woke up tomorrow and 60% of hockey coaches were black guys, you'd say, well, that's a little odd. There must be something intentional going on to make that happen. But when you wake up every day and the vast majority of NFL head coaches, offensive quote masterminds unquote, and play callers are white guys in a majority black league where even these days You have damn near half the quarterbacks themselves being black. It doesn't pass muster. And I know people don't like talking about this because so many people are more bothered by talking about racism than by actual racism. And I don't think there's a lot of teams out there that are like, I won't hire a black guy. I don't think it's that old school style of racism. I think the people, the owners and the GMs who are conducting these interviews have implicit biases, whether they know it or not, that they don't think black people are quite as sharp and smart as white people. And head coach, offensive mastermind is a thinking man's job. Right. And I think some biases that are deeply ingrained in people show up when they make these decisions. You want to coach my defense, which is about motivation, rah, sure. You want to be a position coach, no problem. But you want to be my analytical genius, not sure that guy's quite sharp enough. I think that is clearly what's happened here. The numbers and the data to me are undeniable, and I don't know how you fix it. I like EB a lot. I think it's a shame, and I don't have a solution for it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.